welcome to Taste to Explore. My name is Doreen. Now today, my friends, it is time to get your turkey rolling. We are making an herb roast turkey. It's going to be so delicious. It's absolutely easy to do. I have overheard many people tell me that they don't know how to make a whole turkey because it's so hard and complicated. Let me tell you, it is not. And I'm going to show you a method that works for me. It's super easy. Your turkey is going to come out tasting magnificent because I love a turkey that's seasoned to perfection, and it's going to be moist, and it's going to be easy to do. So no hassle to it. So stick around as I walk over to the main ingredients to get started. We have some fresh thyme and fresh rosemary. And I'm going to speak about these two in a minute. I have some all-purpose adobo mix. This is about 3/4 tablespoon. That's like about a half a tablespoon of that. I have here 2 teaspoons of dry oregano. I have pepper to taste. I have about a teaspoon in there. I have some fresh garlic. I'm aiming to use 1 tablespoon, but you can certainly use less if you don't like garlic like that. I have 2 Sazon packets, and I have here 2 teaspoons of poultry seasoning. I have 1 stick of butter. It is my celery. I have 1 stalk of celery that I just chopped finely, 2 carrots, and 2 medium-sized white onion. And then right over here is my 12-pound turkey. And then that's it. Let's get right to it. This herb roast turkey is going to have a nice little Latin flavor, so it's going to be delicious. So right now, I'm using fresh herbs, but you can certainly use dry if you prefer. And I'm just trying to get as much off as the stems as I possibly can. Right here, as I'm using fresh thyme, I'm aiming to use about 2 tablespoons of it. But if you're going to use dry thyme, use about 3 teaspoons of it. What happens is that the dry thyme will have more flavor and it's more concentrated than the fresh thyme. 2 sticks of, like this length right here, of rosemary, and that's about a tablespoon as well. So I have posted this in my food processor, and this is what I got. I don't know why it turned so dark, but it did. But everything is nice and well chopped, as you can see. And anyway, it's easier now to put everything all together. Well, now we're going to put our butter in here. And it's going to be, I told you, it's going to be so tasty concoction here. I mean, when I make it for my family, I like to make it in different ways. And when I make it this way, they love it. They absolutely love it. So make sure your butter is soft, because you know it's just more pliable. And just mix everything all together as best as you can. Just going to drop in all the other ingredients. Really simple. You don't have to fuss and muss. Everything is easy as 1, 2, 3. But I tell you, it's going to taste so good. And if you want to skip on the adobo because you don't have it, you can use salt and pepper, of course. But you know, the adobo has like a whole bunch of other seasonings in there, other blends of spices. So that's why I decided to use it. And I am considering making adobo from scratch, from homemade. If you really want to see that, let me know. Alrighty, let's just mix this in together. So it's gonna have a nice flavor and color. I'm just gonna give this a good mix. Mix in. Let's chop up some of our garlic. And you can put as little or as much as you want. Okay, that looks good enough. I am a garlic fanatic, so this is good for me. This is about 2 tablespoons, but you can certainly use 1 if you want. But I say more the merrier, because I like garlic like that. Alright, so we're going to mix this baby up. Oh my God, it smells so good. Get that nice and open. We are going to now massage our turkey with this wonderful seasonings. Now make sure your hands are nice and clean. Make sure you cleaned your turkey really well. And make sure it's definitely defrost, because now it's time to rock and roll. Now mind you, I'm using all of this and there's not going to be no leftovers of our seasoning base. So here we go. After you wash your turkey, now it's time to dress it. Now what I want to do is, I would like to make not a hole, but just to put my finger underneath the skin, just to give it some opening, because I want to put the spices in here. That's going to give the turkey flavor, 1, and 2, that's going to baste it. It's going to render so much. So please be careful when you do this and you don't poke a hole in the turkey. Okay, so now let's take a tablespoon at a time, and you're gonna stuff it underneath without poking a hole. It's gonna look crazy, and that's okay. Turn it to its side and make sure that you get every area of your bird. Every area of your bird. Veggies, and this is just going to give our turkey a great flavor. If it's a small onion, just stick it in there, no big deal. And I also want to season up our turkey drippings, because I do want to make turkey gravy. So whatever don't fit, it's okay. We're going to put it in the bag anyway. Okay. You see, the bird is inside the bag now. I put all the drippings in there. I even put in the vegetables, and I even put in the giblets in here. That's okay. And that is all you need. Now, I know it's messy. The bag looks messy. I know, it's just the way it is. But we're going to tie a little knot in the top. So, steam won't escape. And that's absolutely fine. You see how it is? So once you season your turkey and you put everything in here, you're going to put it in a baking dish. Make sure it's a nice baking dish that has kind of like high sides, like a roasting pan. And I'm actually going to put this in the refrigerator. And I'm going to let this marinate for, you can leave it for marinating 1 or 2 days. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I feel that the flavor intensifies more. So when your turkey cooks, it's actually cooking to so much perfection. You know, the flavors marinate together, and it just produces such a wonderful tasting turkey. And not only the turkey is going to taste good, but the gravy that we're going to make out of it will taste just as good, if not better. Welcome back. Well, my turkey is done, and it smells so delicious. Let me tell you, the color is beautiful, and it's actually, let me do a recap on how long I've been cooking it for. So I put it on 325, between 3.5 to 4 hours. Once you get a nice pretty color, that's it. Shut it off and remove your turkey out the oven, still in its bag. Let it cool while it's in its bag. Never open it up because it's just going to fall apart. So once it cools down, then you can remove it from the bag and you can place it in a pretty platter. It's easy to decorate it to look so pretty on your holiday table. So I thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure of cooking with you. Try this recipe out. You're gonna love it. It's easy. There's no worry involved. You just gotta season it like I told you to. Allow it to marinate in the refrigerator to between 24 hours or 48 hours, whatever you prefer. But the longer you let it sit and marinate, the better it will taste. And allow it to cook slow in the oven on 325 for between 3.5 and 4 hours, and it will be delish. But just take a look at it in the bag. If you want a little color, leave it there longer. Okay, so thank you so much. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know what else would you like me to make next. Take care. Bye bye.